How to make fast-paced R&B beats. It starts by using the right tempo. You can either use the tempo at 90 BPM at halftime or from 160 to 170. Also from 80 to 90 will work as well. Second thing we need to do is find a nice sound. So I have Analog Lab V pulled up here, Analog Lab 5, and we're doing in correct terms. And I have this sound called Nightfall. It sounds pretty nice. It sounds like this. Very nice, kind of lush pad, but also has some keys in there. I'm gonna go ahead and be using this sound. I suggest you find a nice subtle sound. That's my taste personally for R&B. You don't have to use that. You can use any other sound you please. And to make this video very simple, I'm just gonna be using 2 chords, but I am gonna be playing a melody like this. And repeating it. And you can go ahead and take that chord progression. It's literally just D and then F sharp. It is an F sharp 7/9, but you can just take these chords and just some nice R&B chords. Go ahead and use them in your production, whatever. No copyright, no royalty. I think somebody in the comments once said royalty free. I'm like, man, like chords are free to use no matter what. But I appreciate the, the concern. All right, let's go ahead and record this in. I did that kind of sloppy, but we can go ahead and quantize this because it's kind of arpeggiated. Okay, very nice melody. Let's go ahead and add some reverb now. And some phaser, a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add my own reverb already inside Logicpro. There's a couple of cool options here. I always like the Space Designer, just my favorite, and just reduce the wet a little bit. Or just clean it up a little bit, just with, not too much. And let's EQ some of this low end here, just reduce it. And we should be good to go for that one. Simple, quick melody. So the second thing we're gonna do is add a counter melody, and I'm gonna use this sound right here inside Analog Lab 5 as well. And the sound is called Shooting Stars, and it sounds like this. But I'm just gonna be using one finger to add to this melody because I don't want to just complicate it. I want to keep it kind of simple as much as possible. So I just want to go like this. And you'll see how that sounds with already the first melody that was played in the beginning. I'm keeping it very, very simple, but at the same time, it still sounds pretty full, which is kind of what you want to get. Just add one counter melody. Don't overcomplicate it, especially if it's going to be for if you want to sell this beat or it's going to be for another recording artist or something like that. So go ahead and EQ this a little bit. I kind of do want a little bit of more of that high end, but it's a little bit sharp. So let's reduce that. Pan this to the right. This one to the left. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the same VST that I'm using. Go ahead and go to the lead section and use this other sound called Boards of Zelina. And this is kind of my go-to lead when I just want to get things quick and done. And this is super optional. You don't have to add a third counter melody, but I like to weigh my options just because while I'm kind of adjusting the beat a little bit at the end, I kind of like to sometimes take out or add in, change the melody here and there. That's the only reason why I would add another third counter melody, but it's not necessary, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of wing it here, just using these keys right here. Don't want to add anything too complicated, just want to keep it simple, but let's go ahead and record this in. Maybe I overcomplicated that one for sure. I think I could still save this by chopping this one in half and just kind of repeating the same melody over it. Let's see how this works. And I am going to go ahead and EQ this as much as I can. I don't want this melody to be so obnoxious. And this one kind of complements the second melody a little bit. So that's kind of what you want. If you do a counter melody, you don't want counter melodies to be like clashing into each other. So something that complements the other one would definitely work. Okay, so the fourth thing I'm gonna add, and this is super unnecessary, but I just love adding nice soulful vocal sample to almost all of my instrumentals. It's just something that I feel like it needs to be there for it to be complete. Well, most of the time, not every single time, but most of the time. So I found this nice vocal sample here in Arcade, and I haven't used Arcade in such a long time, but it feels good to just bring it back up. So this is how the vocal sample sounds.
I wanna see you.
It sounds a little bit rough right now, so I'm just gonna go speed it up a little, and then let's pitch it up. So let's go ahead and record this in and then just add some effects afterwards. I don't know if it sounds better or super high pitched or if it just sounded better the way it was, but let's EQ this a little bit. Let's put some reverb on this. Let's lower down the volume a little bit. I think I'm gonna start off like that and then just duplicate this and make it a higher pitch the second time around. Just leave it at 12, then just copy and paste this down here. Talk about harmonizing. Not really harmonizing, but you get the point. I'm gonna go ahead and do a stereo pan. This one to the left, and then I'm gonna do this one to the right. Melody sounding nice and full. All right, and now for the fun part, let's go ahead and add some drums. Now for the drums, I do have an R&B Madness kit. I feel like I announced it almost in every single video, but if you do want to get that kit, you could go ahead and click the link down in the description and go ahead and grab it. Go into the R&B Madness kit because it has the best of everything. And I am gonna go for a rim shot for this one. This tough one sounds pretty nice. Oof, this one sounds even better though. I'm gonna do it every 2 bars. And then usually I would just, for these beats, I would skip one and just let them hit like every other 4 bars. But for this one, we're going quick. So let's go ahead and look for some hi-hats now with some nice and subtle hi-hats. Hi-hats? Nice and subtle hats. Here we go. Just put the step sequencer. Just take out some. Let's go with 64 steps. I think this Bliss hi-hat is the one that works the best at the moment. And the trick to adding these hi-hats, and then you could just make them hit all at the same level. But to be honest with you, to add a little bit of variation, I like to mess with the velocity a little bit so it doesn't sound like it's just so repetitive and stagnant. So just go ahead and just here, copy and paste this. So I started to add the hats manually here just to give it more bounce. So I'm using 16 notes and I'm gonna go ahead and just add some stuff here and there. Just add some variation here and there. Cut some hi-hats here and there. Add some rolls to make it more bouncy. And now we're gonna mess with the velocity of all these right here. It's gonna be a little tedious. It's not too hard. It takes you like maybe 2 minutes. Because then they're all just gonna sound very stagnant. They're just gonna sound all the same at the same level, and that doesn't create a lot of bounce. So now they don't sound just as robotic. So it's really all in the hats. If you speed up the hats, you're definitely gonna have like a fast pace, just hitting R&B beat, and instead of like doing half notes most of the time. So make sure to create some bounce in between for sure. Let's go ahead and look for a kick. This kick has a lot of aura. And let's mess with these hats even a little bit more, just with the velocity. I want them to be kind of just, hitting nice. I should just make my own pack and just have them ready, to be honest. Just EQ a little bit of the hats. And give this a little bit of reverb right here, the rim shot. Just so it won't be so dry. This one, the last one should be like boom, boom. Okay, let's go ahead and add some open hats. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and quantize this. And then let's use this one as a second open hat. Maybe this softly open hat works better. Go ahead and just duplicate this. Let's go ahead and look for some more percussion instruments inside the R&B Madness kit. His favorite extras. This one might go actually, this little. It just goes so perfectly, right? Let's quantize this. There's that one more. I haven't used this in a while right here. Just some random. All right, now for the fun part, let's look for a nice 808, like a Zay 808. I'm gonna go ahead and use this bass called Frenzy, and it sounds pretty nice. Let's go ahead and EQ this a bit so it could stand out a little bit more. And I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this. I can play the bass differently second time around. I don't want it to be too repetitive, like the same pattern. All right, let's go ahead and rearrange this beat and mix it up a little bit, and let's hear the final result in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys, the RNC.
All right, and for my all deep enders, you already know what to do. Comment down below. I'm at the deep end of this video. I really appreciate every single person that's actually at the deep end of the video, that stays to the end, here's the beat, and still comments afterwards. I mean, you know, really appreciate you guys for sure. There's a lot of you guys, so thank you so much. And hint, I am gonna bring out a vocal sample pack that I've been working on with a friend of mine very soon, so just hold on. It's gonna be a very good vocal sample pack. I'm very excited about it. Hopefully it's gonna come out this month, so look forward to that. Save your money, because, you know, well, it might be cheap, I don't know. But anyways guys, I'm trying to stay consistent on this and keep uploading for you guys, so comment down below something that you want to learn, what you've gotten from the videos, and also don't forget to hit the like button to all the videos, or just the ones you watch. It can share. This video could just be brought up in the algorithm to more people. Okay, I'm talking too much. Until next time guys, stay blessed, stay positive, God bless, peace.